The blue line is trembling again. UN peacekeepers dive for cover as Israeli tank fire lands meters away, while a new border wall pushes deeper into contested ground. Tensions rise, accusations sharpen, and a fragile ceasefire strains under the weight of fresh disputes. Lebanon and Israel now face a moment that could redefine the frontier. The UN peacekeeping force in Lebanon is calling for answers after an Israeli tank fired heavy machine gun rounds near a United Nations interim force in Lebanon or UNIFIL patrol on foot, forcing the peacekeepers to take cover. The incident happened close to a temporary Israeli position inside Lebanese territory, according to the mission, which described the strike as a serious violation of UN Security Council Resolution 1701. UNIFIL officials said they immediately contacted the Israeli military through coordination channels and asked that the firing stop. No injuries were reported, but the mission stressed that attacks near peacekeepers undermine efforts to maintain stability along one of the region's most sensitive frontiers. Resolution 1701, passed in 2006, established a cessation of hostilities between Hezbollah and Israel and set out the terms for a weapons-free zone between the Blue Line and the Litani River. The recent exchange comes during an extended period of heightened tension in southern Lebanon, where Israeli forces have conducted near-daily airstrikes for weeks. Lebanese officials say those strikes have targeted members of Hezbollah as well as infrastructure linked to the group. The toll has grown steadily. More than 4,000 people have been killed and nearly 17,000 injured since the escalation began last year. Under a ceasefire agreed in November 2024, Israel was expected to withdraw fully from southern Lebanon earlier this year. Instead, only a partial pullback was carried out, and 5 border outposts remain staffed by Israeli forces. UN officials say this ongoing presence continues to complicate attempts to stabilize the area. Tensions along the border have also been fueled by new construction. Lebanese authorities say workers on the Israeli side are extending a concrete barrier beyond the UN-mapped Blue Line, a boundary that traces Israel's withdrawal from Lebanon in 2000. The Lebanese presidency said on November 16th that the project has already cut off more than 4,000 square meters of Lebanese land, echoing concerns raised by the spokesperson for the UN Secretary-General, Stéphane Dujarric, who noted the impact on residents. Lebanon's government has called the wall an infringement on sovereignty and a breach of Resolution 1701, urging Israel to halt construction immediately. Israeli military officials, however, deny that the structure crosses into Lebanese territory. The competing claims highlight the unresolved disputes that continue to define the border nearly 2 decades after the last major conflict. As UNIFIL appeals for restraint and renewed adherence to long-standing agreements, the events of recent days underscore how fragile the security balance remains along the Blue Line.